never know. We might have, some.
Huh?
I don't understand. What do you mean?
You said to choose from the handout.
Yeah.
What I would like, I choose something and another student have the same topic. Because you just say anyone take anything,
We have like 12 to 15, like 12 topic. You choose any of these, 12. From the handout. Because this is a curriculum. You can't go out of the curriculum. Just choose one of these topics. If you do the same topic like your friend, it's fine, it's okay. When did they do? You have to. 30%.
Okay.
And it's easy 30%. The due is June the 2nd. June the 2nd. It's still early. Still early. Are you ready? Body defense mechanism. What's the problem? What's the problem?
About
Let me ask you a question.
it's about the
Let me ask you a question. How many one here wanna kill me?
no one.
No one? So why you looking at me like this?
We like you, that's why.
How many troublemaker here? How many one troublemaker here?
We all do.
No? No extra credit. I need 3 troublemakers. Extra credit. Okay. Okay. Talking about tell me, why you're not sick? Why you don't have any infection in your body?
From our immune system.
Because you have a good immune system. Okay, in a good standing. So it defends your body, right?
Yes.
Do you know what the immune system is? You're talking about the immune system, right? What is the immune system?
The system that protects us from pathogens.
It protects you from pathogens. What is the immune system? That is the skin.
It's the blood, right?
Lymphatic system. That is the lymphatic system. Is the immune system? No? Don't confuse me. She said lymphatic system. You said no. What do you say? What you say?
It's all our body.
All over the body? Like blood? Like what? I'm asking, what is the immune system? Here we go. You want to study the immune system?
Yeah.
Is that interesting?
Yeah.
Okay. We live in an ocean of microorganisms. Don't think your surrounding is sterilized, it's a clean air. Do you have bacteria around you?
Yes.
How many bacteria? Millions of bacteria. Some of them are normal flora and some of them are pathogenic, but you're still healthy. You don't complain. Why? Because the immune system resists any infection. What is the immune system? Let me tell you, the immune system of your body, like the army that defend the country, they don't put all the army in the first line. So when they destroy it, you don't have army anymore, right? They put the army in lines. First line, defense. Second line, defense. If this is defeated, the other one will attack, right? If the second one defeated, the third line will work now. So same thing for the immune system. We have 3 lines of immune system. 3 lines. We have for the immune system or the immunity, we have what is called the specific, and non-specific. Two kinds of immunity, immune system, specific and non-specific. What is the difference between a specific and non-specific? The non-specific immune response, it fights any kind of bacteria, any kind of microorganisms, any kind of fungus, parasites, okay? Viruses, anything, non-specific. What is the specific?
That fights some
Specific type of infection. The specific is specific, just fight a specific disease. If you have different disease, they don't attack it. They are specific to that disease. Like when you take immunization against tuberculosis, you're immune against TB. You're not immune against any other disease. Okay? Specific to the tubercle bacilli. That is a specific. And non-specific, any kind of bacteria. Okay? Or pathogen. They fight against it. Now everyone knows what the difference between specific and non-specific?
Yes.
So we have the immune system that fight with any kind of attacker, and the other one is specific to certain disease, certain infection. Very good. Start with the non-specific type. The first line defense mechanism and the second line defense mechanism belong to the non-specific immune response. And this is the third line defense mechanism. How many defense mechanisms do you have? 3 lines of defense mechanisms. Non-specific, specific. The one specific include first and second line, and the second line, the specific, it forms the third line defense mechanism. If you have any question before we go to the next point. Okay. Also the non-specific, the first line defense mechanism here, it produces mechanical, chemical, and reflexes. That is the first line defense mechanism. Mechanical barrier between the infectious agents. Skin. It's a barrier, right? If the bacteria try to go to your blood or to your inside your body, the skin stop it. Also the skin having normal flora here to fight with the pathogenic bacteria. Very good. Also the mucous membrane. The mucous membrane of the mouth and nose and the gastrointestinal tract. So we have mechanical barrier, we have skin, mucous membrane, right? Also different kinds of mucous membrane. The mucous membrane having, see that, what's inside the nose? Hair. Is that hair important? Do you need it?
Yes.
What? Barrier. It acts like a filter because this hair is wet all the time with the mucus. So any bacteria or dust inhaled with the air during inspiration, it will be stopped. And the nasal hair here will stop it as a filter. Very good. So skin, mucous membrane, hair inside the nose, right? How about if the bacteria or the dust penetrate through this hair and went inside? You know what happened? What is this? You sure?
Yes.
Now the air is coming to the trachea with the bacteria, carrying bacteria, pathogenic bacteria. And the bacteria goes to the lung tissue and it causes inflammation. It can cause bronchitis, bronchiolitis, bronchopneumonia, pneumonia, any kind of infection, right? Very good. You know what happens here? The trachea, it's lined by columnar epithelium like this, having a cilia. Cilia is a small, tiny, microscopic hair. This cilia, always in motion, it expels everything out. Also, it is always wet with a mucus. So if the bacteria went through the nose, through the nasal hair, it will stick to this cilia, and the cilia is always in a continuous motion, swishing the bacteria outside again. So sometimes when you're sitting like this and you find the phlegm came to your throat by itself, this is the swishing action of the cilia, expelling all the particles, bacteria, dust, fume, anything, go inside, stick here, and will be expelled again, and you spit it out. Okay? Very good. This is the mechanical barriers. Example of mechanical barrier. So we're talking about the immune system, the non-specific response. Mechanical barrier. What are the mechanical barriers? Skin, connective tissue, mucous, skin, mucous membrane, hair, and cilia. Cilia, huh? Cilia. It's a very small, tiny, microscopic hair. Characteristic, this is a characteristic lining of the trachea, columnar, they call it columnar ciliated epithelium. Columnar ciliated, because it is columnar. Ciliated because it has cilia. And this epithelial type of tissue. Chemical barriers. Do you have a chemical barrier? Yes. What is the chemical barrier? You know when your eye is irritated, what happened to the eye? Tear is coming out, right? This tear having chemical lysozyme. Lysozyme means enzyme that destroy bacteria. Okay? This is chemical. So the tear, is the tear important? Do you need it? Yes, it protects the eye from infection. Very good. Also, the tear protects the eye from dryness and infection. Always moist, the eye. How about when the bacteria go through the mouth? Is the mouth having something to fight bacteria? Yes, has saliva. Also has normal flora. Normal flora live in your mouth to fight bacteria, pathogenic bacteria, and the saliva also containing enzymes to destroy bacteria. Saliva. How about if you don't chew the food and you just swallow the food and the food containing bacteria? It's not exposed to the saliva and goes to the stomach.
Stomach acid.
Huh?
Stomach acid.
Stomach acid, gastric acid. Very good. The pH of the stomach, did we study the conditions favors bacterial growth? One of the favor condition is optimum pH, and the pH always around 7. Around 7, like 7.4 or 6.8. It's around 7. What is the pH of the stomach here? 1.5. It is very acidic. It is very acidic. Why it is acidic? Because it contains strong acid, hydrochloric acid, which is strong. Is the bacteria able to live in this kind of acidity? No. That is one of the protective chemical protection against infection. Also sweating, the sweat having antibacterial enzymes. These are the chemicals. The third point here in the non-specific immune response, the first line defense mechanism is the reflexes. Reflexes. You know what? Sometimes when you're just sitting like this, and all of a sudden, what happened? Sneezing. What happened when you sneeze? Viruses or any irritant went to the respiratory tract, and as a reflex, as a defense mechanism, you sneeze to expel it out of your body. Reflexes. Also coughing. When you have bronchitis, you're coughing. When you cough, you bring what? Phlegm, sputum. This sputum contains the infectious agents. So expel the infectious agents outside your body.
And mucus.
And mucus, yes. Mucus containing stick all the infectious agent and you expel it outside your body. This is cough reflex. So we have sneezing reflex and coughing reflex. Part of protective mechanism. Reflexes to protect your body against infection. What happens when someone having food poisoning? Vomiting and diarrhea. That is a reflex. Vomiting and diarrhea to push the infectious agent outside your body. Okay? Very good. These are the three mechanisms here for the first line defense mechanism. When I tell you skin and mucous membrane, you remember intact skin and the healthy mucous membrane. When the skin is injured, is not protective anymore.
Yes.
The first line here is gone, and the bacteria is able to go to your blood. Okay? Very good. Very good. Is that easy?
Yeah.
What is so hard?
Nothing.
Nothing hard. Medicine is easy, right?
Uh-uh.
Studying medicine is easy. Very good. What is the, if the infectious agent, the microorganism, the pathogenic microorganism, if successfully went through this, here the second line defense mechanism started to be activated. What is the second line defense mechanism? Fever, inflammation, macrophage, interferon, and the special protein, it's called complementary protein. These are the second line defense mechanism. If you have injured skin, you cut yourself. So the microorganism doesn't have to go through this dilemma directly from outside to the blood. Okay? So past all this first line. In the blood, we have the second line defense mechanism. Fever, high temperature. Inflammation, macrophages, and interferon and complementary proteins. These are, all these processes happen in the blood, and let me see what happened here. Are you ready?
Yes.
Ready for what?
Sorry.
For the question.
Oh.
I give you a question.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's smart here? Thank you. Why, when you have infection, you have fever?
The body try to kill virus or bacteria because fever, fight from bacteria it's like a fever for organism. It's reaction. Fever is reaction organism against the
When you have fever, when you have infection and you have fever, is that good to take antipyretic to lower the fever down, the temperature down?
It depends sometimes.
Depends on what?
Because sometimes the fever, it's better to kill the bacteria. If you have the fever,
Excellent.
the fever it's good.
Very good. Look at this. You think, everyone think this way. If you have fever, you take antipyretic to lower the body temperature, right? Mm-hmm. Very good. Well, actually, when you leave the fever, the temperature higher, it helps the body, it helps the immune system to work more efficient against bacteria, and this fever also kill the bacteria. But sometimes the fever is hyperpyrexia, hyperpyrexia. It's not like 38.5 Celsius or like above 40. Above 40 degrees, like above 100. It started to affect the brain. And it started to damage the brain. So if it is high fever, just lower it. But don't finish it. Don't make it until normal temperature, because the little bit higher fever, you see the bacteria like optimum temperature. In fever, it doesn't give the bacteria, does not give the bacteria the favorite temperature to live. Is that clear? But if the high temperature is hyperpyrexia and it can damage the body, so you have to lower it. Is that clear?
Yes.
Very good.
Till what they have to stay? Till 40 and up?
Below 40.
Below
Below 40 is okay.
There
It's
is
fine.
some of the,
38?
39, 38 is fine.
Okay.
in the some of the states, I read in the article, baby or the patient was sick, they do the fevers go up little, a 38.5 to kill the bacteria, and they leave the people with this.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So the high fever is beneficial to fight the infection, fever. But still, the question is not answered. Why, when you have infection, you have fever? Let me tell you something here. What's your body temperature? 98.6. Okay. Is that all the time?
No.
Winter, summer, anytime?
No.
So when you go to the doctor today, winter time, and they check your temperature, what's your temperature now?
It's gonna be more than 38 and 6.
You have fever. No.
No,
No.
98.6 is fixed. The little variation during the daytime, it is very little variation, 0.04 Fahrenheit, 0.04. So it's unmeasurable. But basically, your body temperature is 98.6,
The same.
stable.
Same.
Summer or winter time, you go to the doctor, anytime they check the temperature, it's the same temperature. Do you think it is constant by itself, by chance, or some organ inside your body responsible to stabilize your temperature on 98.6?
Some of the,
Which organ?
That we don't know.
What is this? This is the brain. Everyone have one, right?
maybe.
Baby, what's the problem? What's the problem? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just reading. I was reading while you was talking. I'm sorry.
Okay. Brain, spinal cord. Between the brain and spinal cord, the brain stem is here, right? Very good. At the base of the brain, we have important structure here. This is called the thalamus, and this is called the hypothalamus. Hypothalamus. This hypothalamus, I hope you put this name in your head all the time, because we're going to talk about the hypothalamus for many reasons. Why? Because it has a huge function. The hypothalamus having huge functions. Okay? One of the functions of the hypothalamus is a regulation of body temperature. It regulates the body temperature. It keeps the body temperature 98.6 all the time. So what is the organ responsible to keep the body temperature constant all the time? Hypothalamus. And you have to know how to pronunciate it. Some people say, like, funny. Very good.
Hypothalamus.
Yes. Excellent. What's the name? Hypothalamus. Yes.
Hypothalamus.
Hypothalamus.
Huh? No, I can't hear it. Huh? Yes. Just train yourself to for the right pronunciation, please. Hypothalamus. What is the hypothalamus? What's the function of hypothalamus? It has a huge function. Like one of them is to regulate the body temperature. But actually it is responsible for your appetite, your thirst sensation, to regulate your mood, if you're happy, if you're whatever. And also it controls all the endocrine, most of the endocrine glands. So it has a huge function. Very good. The hypothalamus having what is called thermostat. Thermostat, do you know the thermostat? When you move the set of the thermostat, it raises the temperature will go higher, right? When you put the thermostat down, the temperature goes down. So the hypothalamus having a thermostat set here. This set means your body temperature is 98.6. As long as the set of the thermostat in a certain position, your body temperature is 98.6. What happens when you get infected? When you get infected, the bacteria, it fight with the white blood cells. They fight together. During this fight, chemical will release here is called pyrogens. Group of chemicals are released due to fight of bacteria with the white blood cell. A chemical release called pyrogens. It's a group of chemicals. These pyrogens circulate in the blood and go to the hypothalamus, and it moves these sets to here. So what is the response now? Cheating the body. And the body says, oh, okay, let me adjust the temperature to here and raise the body temperature. Now you have fever. Okay? That is the answer of the question. Why do you have fever when you have infection? Because of the release